Okay, good evening to all of my parents, students, and of course to my fellow students. At this point in the presentation, I am apparently supposed to read off some inspirational quote and then talk to you about how change is hard. But if we try extra hard, we'll be able to achieve our dreams. Unfortunately, no one seemed to care enough to write a quote about junior high, so I'm just going to forget the whole appropriate speech format and just tell you what I think about the whole darn thing. Junior high is not the fluorescent hell it is made out to be. It is more like an elevator going up from the basement of childhood to the penthouse of adulthood. It is cramped and may make you uncomfortable, but you generally end up meeting a lot of interesting people on the way. You see, when you first get on, you become all excited, full of anticipation. You can't wait for the new privileges and responsibilities that you'll receive once you get to the top floor. The thing is, most of us don't think much about the journey there. It's a long way, and you have a lot to learn before you can reach the top. There are a lot of floors to go past. The first floor is the 7th grade, or as I like to call it, the age of anxiety. I remember walking into this school on the first day of grade 7, nervously clutching my class schedule and wondering who in their right mind would build a school this big. Vic seemed like a labyrinth, full of dour high school students covered in blue spikes and leather. I remember sitting in the cafeteria alone, looking around, wondering which group of chatty girls would be the least likely to ignore me if I asked them to sit down. But all was not lost. I soon made a close group of friends, and before long, I knew the twists and turns of this school like the back of my hand. Yet, just as I was getting comfortable with my new surroundings, it was time to move up to the next level. Grade 8, I think we can all agree, was the age of uncertainty. It's easy to see why most people choose to block this particular year from their memories. Most grade 8s have just become teenagers and are not really sure what to do with themselves. This can bring a wide range of symptoms: self-doubt, temper tantrums, moodiness, gossiping, poor marks, pompous behavior, and worst of all, emo haircuts. By writing down their emotions in deep poems, riddled with MSN slang, but to no avail. Students wander through this floor with the little guidance they are given, bumping into each other and generally blundering about. However, grade 8 is the much-needed stepping stone of self-discovery towards the next floor, grade 9. Yes, grade 9. We've all come to know and despise. Stress. Stress, 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 stress. It's at this time that we realize that the decisions we make now could affect us forever. This is by no means a calming realization. Not only that, but we are unprepared for the crushing weight of schoolwork that is now being forced upon us. Exhaustion sets in as students stay up past midnight trying to work through the pile of overdue assignments. Soon, grade 9 starts sporting dark circles under their eyes like it's the new fashion. I think we all remember that fun week before the personal projects review, don't we? And it gets worse. We're also faced with the fact that a 0 now could stop us from getting into the high school class we want, which could stop us from graduating, which could stop us from going to college, which could ruin our lives and leave us penniless and alone. Grade 9 makes us face our future, something that not many people are willing to do. But maybe all this stress and pressure to succeed is not entirely a bad thing. After all, it's not exactly going to get easier. Perhaps we need that extra kick in the pants to get us going. High school is just around the corner, and if we don't shape up now, when will we? Maybe all those wretched late nights will make us think twice about putting off an important assignment. Maybe all that worrying about the future will help us care about our marks just a little bit more. Maybe the despair we felt over a bad test mark will remind us to study in the future. Maybe the stress really did help us grow. For the past 3 years, we have watched people get on and off our elevator. Some we'll remember forever, others pass by unnoticed. But every part of our ride has taught us something. Something about ourselves, something about our lives, something about where we're headed. But maybe that's the point of it all. Junior high is about finding our feet and being pointed in the right direction so that we can walk confidently towards our goals with as little uncertainty as possible. So now, the time has come to move up once again, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, finally, I'll make it to the top floor and be able to sit in the comfy, cushy chairs in the penthouse of Edmonton. Wrong. You see, it's not quite that simple. There is no express route to the top. Though the doors are now closing on our junior high years, there's still a long way to go. Thank you.